Alright, I think I'm good now. Oh, I missed some commentary here. Roguelike. Roguelike? Neon Abyss. Huh. I never heard of roguelike Neon Abyss. None of that makes any sense to me. So I'm lost as usual. I guess I have to do some research then. That one I'm not familiar with. If it's a platformer, then of course I'm very out of the loop. I haven't really played a lot of platformers. Alright, we are done with that. So now we have to exit. And then technically, well, it's just, well, you know. Guess you'll have to see. Here we go. We are leaving. Yep, we got Thancred back. But everything's coming down on top of us. This whole area is about to really go up in flames. And Maggie's here to rescue us! She must have had just enough energy. Just enough energy to come get us. Aww. She's a tough old girl. Let's get out of here! Thancred in tow! Because the Praetorium and everything's about to just go! Uh-oh. Well.
And so my conquest ends, Cid.
Oh boy.
In smoke and ashes.
Cid's gonna die. What do you mean Cid's gonna die? You're funny.
Hear, feel, think. Warrior of light, beloved daughter. The darkness hath fled before the unclosed brilliance of thy spirit. Yet it lingereth still beyond the sight of men, in forgotten corners of the world. In the depths of the abyss yet resideth the Dark One, watchful ever, till this evil be cast out. Never shall the world know aught but a passing peace. Yet for the present, a gentle light shineth o'er the realm of Eorzea. With thee at its heart. From sparkling moat shall it swell to glorious sun, and all the world shall bask in its warmth. Blessings and joy be upon thee. Go forth, my child, and be as a beacon of hope for Eorzea and the lands beyond through all the days of thy life.
Jag. Dead. Yeah, well, yeah, Gaius is dead for now.
My lady, all Twin Adder units have fallen back to the outer perimeter.
The Flames have completed their withdrawal, General.
Admiral, all hands accounted for. still in there.
Sid, has there been no word?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Damnation!
She's going to make it, I know she is. Ida is right. We must have faith.
Sid, can they not be evacuated aboard the Enterprise? That adventurer and the Scions are as the Warriors of Light reborn. We cannot abandon them to their fate. Not again.
I wholeheartedly agree, but flying into the midst of that would only add to the fireworks.
There must be something we can do.
Dead now. He never did die. Are you mistaking Gaius Van Belsar for Sid? You're funny.
Please, Mother Heidelin. Please light her way through the darkness.
Look into the light, my child. If thou would see thy companions return safe to thee, reach out to them now.
There!
Oh!
We're almost out! We're getting out of explosions! We thought Gaius was dead anyway, so it's okay, right? We made it out of it, it's fine!
Yes! The hero returns!
Whew.
Look! Thancred is with her!
Thank the 12!
Thank Heidelin. Welcome home.
Small special hint that Nymphelia is an extra special cookie as well. That shot of a dragon machine is some foreshadowing.
You almost killed that one time, remember?
Now, we both know that was your fault.
Thank the 12 we're safe.
Titles!
Mind your horns there, man.
I mean,
boy.
credits!
Mayhap when you mind your manners.
Though the crystal that bound Thancred is no more, I doubt we can say the same of La Habrea. And even if we could, we know that he is not alone. Confounded Ascians. Their god may be unknown to us, but their zeal is unquestionable. Suffice it to say, it would be folly to assume that they no longer pose a threat. Nevertheless,
yay, Thancred looks really good so far.
for now, we must savor what peace we have won, however ephemeral. Do you see, Grandfather? Our first step towards realizing the dream
and let their bravery in the face of adversity inspire future generations.
Doubt not, the realm will need bravery in the days to come. Old rifts threaten to divide us within our walls, while hordes of beastmen claw at our gates. And though the Black Wolf be slain, the rest of the pack remains. Yet no foe need we fear, so long as we stand as one.
So long as the Scions stand for peace.
So long as our champion stands fast. For there exists no adversity over which we may not jointly prevail.
No longer can we turn a blind eye to the suffering of our allies.
Game. Rip Sid. Sid's not dead, you guys. He's right there. He's right there, standing next to Ophelia.
Eorzea is
Oi.
our shared home.
Spoiler:
For
Sid
any
does
one
not
of us
die
to
at all
know
in this
peace,
game as of right now.
So
Dead.
too must our neighbor.
You can play Final Fantasy 15. No. No.
Just as we
That's not how this
join
works.
in solidarity
Go play Final
before
Fantasy
you this day,
13? No.
so too shall
No.
our grand companies be.
Why the heck
joined
would I go to a
henceforth
single player
to
Final
strive
Fantasy
not
game when I'm
only
playing
for
the
good of
an
mere
MMO?
nations, but for the good of all the realm.
You don't want to
Change
watch
will
it,
not
but you
come
don't want to play it, but you would
overnight.
watch it. You're funny.
Yet I foresee a day, not so very far from now, when the lines that divide our lands fade, and all of Eorzea is one.
It has been but 5 short years since the Battle of Cartano. 5 years since the advent of the 7th Umbral Era. No victory, however sweet, can wash away our bitter sorrows. No triumph can reclaim those we lost. Yet do not presume you honor them by dwelling on the past. It was not the past they fought for.
I should play single
You
player
would
Final
repay
Fantasy.
their sacrifice
So
by
every so
looking to the
often.
future.
Oh, you know, I'm sure there'll be one that I'll pick up at
The
some point.
future united, as the warriors of light united in the champion.
Now is the time for us to rise as one, bearing all of Eorzea on our shoulders.
5 years ago, Eorzea bore witness to the end of the 6th Astral Era. Now, the 7th Umbral Era draws to a close, yet we come together not to glory in its end, but to mark a new beginning.
Let it be writ that on this day, by the light of the crystal, Eorzea ushered in a new era. The 7th Astral Era is come. And thus is ours a realm reborn.
I have a feeling this would have been, I mean, this is pretty cool in itself, the whole, like, saying a realm reborn like that, and it's a big deal because, of course, Final Fantasy XIV essentially got relaunched and redone, because when it first launched, Final Fantasy XIV 1.0 was pretty much an absolute disaster, and it didn't go well, so the game pretty much ended, well, that version of it anyways, ended. And the ending cinematic movie and everything for it was essentially the part of the new cinematic trailer for when they relaunched the game and called it A Realm Reborn. So, yeah, I have a feeling this when they finally relaunched this, I have a feeling this whole ending bit probably felt quite a bit more epic. I imagine that whole, like, A Realm Reborn, you know, like, we've really started over, the game has finally started over, and we don't plan on going anywhere and whatnot. And it's really good that it didn't. So, I've actually seen some people that have... Oh! It's such a good song. This is supposed to be Heidelin singing.
Shining is the land's light of justice. Ever flows the land's well of purpose. Walk free, walk free, walk free. Believe the lamb's alive, so believe. Now open your eyes while our plight is repeated. Still deaf to our cries, lost in hope we lie defeated. Our souls have been torn and our bodies forsaken, bearing sins of the past, for our future is taken. Born of strife, these trials dissuade us not.
So this is the song. Excuse me. This song played in the end trailer when Final Fantasy XIV 1.0 ended, and it wasn't really a trailer. It was the end. It was the end cinematic. It was the end of everything when Meteor Project came down and technically destroyed everything. Ugh. Ugh. When do you play Square Enix's third MMO? What, third MMO? I mean, I guess, like, if there's a new one coming out, or... is that's their new MMO? Their third MMO? I have no idea. You know what, honestly? I know the Dragon Quest series is very popular for a lot of folks. I don't know anything about it, honestly. I don't have a clue. In fact, I learned I learned about a recurring joke that I did not know was a thing because of the in-game event that was the collab event here for Final Fantasy XIV. Came out in 2012. Huh. I didn't know Dragon Quest X was an MMO. Like I said, I don't know anything about Dragon Quest. I have no idea. Not a clue. precious, precious little thing that she is. It didn't get an international release, huh? Ah. Well, maybe that... Well, I'm sure that probably didn't help me not knowing about it. So, I'm going to try and do my best to piece this as quickly as possible together. So yeah, the song played at the end where Final Fantasy XIV 1.0 ended because everything technically got destroyed. But then when 14 got picked back up, they brought out a new cinematic trailer that essentially was the ending credit thing for the first game, but they added something to it to basically say we've restarted it, and then they gave the new thing, Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. I'm not entirely familiar every little detail, but good old Garlean Empire, the Imperials, created a project where essentially they recreated, summoned a primal, which from what I understand is not the real Bahamut. I don't think it was the real Bahamut, I guess, apparently. But they managed to recreate it or whatever, or summon a pasteurization of it. And essentially it brought the end of the world. It's the end of the world. Well, supposedly that obviously the end of the world didn't happen. Something reset. So that everybody's minds got reset or whatever. Like they knew something bad had happened. There was the calamity, but nobody could actually remember all the details. And the twins' grandpa, Louis Sois, who was the main head of the Scions, as far as they know, died, basically protecting everybody and stuff, so. Trying to remember. I also made commentary earlier about them kind of panning to a dragon corpse atop a big ship. Well, that's going to come into play later. I believe there is a cinematic that you can watch that has you bear witness to the Empire basically having their fleet coming and attacking, but essentially it comes under siege against, I guess he's known as the father of all dragons, known as Midgard Samir. Midgard Samir, how do you pronounce it? Well, I guess apparently, yeah. That corpse that we saw earlier is technically his dead body. His body, I guess. No bueno. So. Pretty Final Fantasy. The general music at the end. Pretty. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm hoping that I'll be able to get some stuff done in the game where it'll clarify, probably mostly for me too, because obviously I don't remember everything, or I don't know every little detail. And the stuff that I have been able to figure out has just been a slowly piecing together puzzle pieces and stuff that the story's been kind of feeding. So, yeah. Pretty music. Square Enix! Squeenix! Alright, so I don't think there's anything else that we need to worry about here. So I'm going to go ahead and skip the rest of the credits. Oh, well, before we skip the credits, we have to have this lovely shot here, The lovely dancing girls in Ul'dah, that are always there. The poor things, I swear, they work themselves to death. It's very depressing. Every time you walk in Ul'dah, they're always dancing. Like, don't you girls ever take a break? Poor things. Okay, but for real. Alright, here we go. Oh, and then of course you can go through the, oh yeah, the meteor survivors. You can literally go through all of everybody's names. I'm not entirely sure what this was supposed to technically be. My only assumption is maybe these were people that were playing the game up until it completely got taken down. Because some of the names seem like they're just that. You know, character names of people that have, you know, played the game prior. That's the only thing I can think of would mean meteor survivors. So, I thought that was kind of cool. If that's true, that's really cool that they would do this. That this is essentially everybody that was there on probably up until the end, the very, very end of the very first Final Fantasy XIV 1.0. And then special thanks. Okay. Hey, look again! More foreshadowing! Uh-oh. There's that frickin' damn echo power working overtime again. We're seeing something awful. Something awful! Credits roll, game over, that's how it works. Nope, sorry. It's not. Oh, look at this. Why does Hydaelyn look all purple? Well, that's because that's not Hydaelyn. The Dark One, she called him. Something bringing... Is something bringing a shadow? Lots and lots of stuff happening there. Yep.
What is it?
Aw, Nymphelia. Such a sweetie. Well, you know.
That roar. It can't be.
Did you hear that?
There's no time to spare.
Where is it coming from?
Dread tidings, chaos and carnage.
Can't get a
It is
freaking
an
break.
Abomination. A primal has awakened.
It's not the real thing, though, technically. Hey, look, more Asians.
Bahamul move.
Bahamut stirs. Yep, that was Bahamut that everyone heard roaring.
One Azaz moves down.
As will the others ere long. Uh-huh.
Fanzar lokpai ki hats haldorn zur ukudorn.
'Tis not a question of whether Eorzea's champion shall yield, but of win.
We next star.
See, Lahabrea is still not gone.
They only cause the pause right ball.
Each passing moment, we draw closer to the reckoning. So technically the final boss didn't die. Game not over.
Alpha.
one true God. To Zodiark. So yeah, the lovely big purple crystal, exactly identical to Hydaelyn that we just witnessed, is Zodiark. So now we have a name that the Ascians follow for their god, the one that they follow. And thus did dawn break on a realm reborn. But where there is light, there is always shadow. That's not foreshadowing for later at all! Yep, and of course that just shows we're not done yet, technically. Also, time to turn a quest. Hi, everybody! Oh, we got a round of applause. They all clapping for us. Well, they were clapping. Are you guys gonna clap for me? Yay! They clap, clap, clap. Cool. Alright, in we go. Says it goes, you can't. Jeez, Jag. And there's Alphanud. Also, your sister's still not here, as usual. She'll show up eventually. Emiphilia! The Archons have conducted a preliminary investigation into the origins of the roar that rang out during the celebration. Their findings strongly suggest that a new primal has appeared. The roar generated a distinctive wave pattern in the ether, a pattern observed only once before in history, 5 years ago to be precise. I should like to think it's mere coincidence, yet we cannot discount that possibility. Well, I trust I need say no more. At great sacrifice, we have delivered Eorzea from the threat posed by the Empire and the Primals, and thereby secured peace. We cannot well allow the realm to be plunged into chaos once more. You have given your all for our cause, risking life and limb on I know not how many occasions, yet our struggle continues and we need you now no less than before. Please continue to stand with us, and together we shall safeguard the future of the realm, of this very star. Yay! And plus completing this button here, we will have completed a Realm Reborn main scenario quest, the base beginning game, when they relaunched Final Fantasy XIV a long time ago back in 2010. And we get a nice fat reward here too, some nice gil. We get a mount. And what is this? They actually give us a bottle of Fantasia. If we drink this potion, when we log out of this character, we can then essentially change our character entirely. Not just the hair color, not just tattoos or lip color or anything like that. No, the whole thing. I can change my whole race and everything. The whole shebang. Fun stuff. Bam! Warrior of Light! Achievement unlocked. Achievement get! There we are! Woohoo! We did it! We did it! And now the mount speed has been increased. Yay, of course. Of course it has. Good stuff. Good stuff. And of course, pretty sure that that roar was Zora Magdaros. Oh, jeez. That'd be nice. Whoever. I don't know what Zora Magdaros is, unfortunately. If that's a reference to another Final Fantasy 14 or Final Fantasy game in general that I don't know anything about, then yeah, I'm completely lost. So I got some nice buffs here. Ah, Spirit Bond increase. Sweet. I love when that happens. So, I think what I'll do is I will go ahead and accept the next quest, which this quest starts the post A Realm Reborn content that must be completed before you actually can do the Heavens Ward stuff. Monster Hunter World, the Giant Elder Dragon. Oh! See, I wouldn't know that because as much as I do like Monster Hunter World, I haven't played enough of it to know that specifically. But that is really cool, though. That's really cool. Zora Magdaros. That's a really cool name for an Elder Dragon. So, I will go ahead and accept this quest. Oh, there's also other... What's this one? Recurring problem. Philly has no reward. Well, that's fine. Need a reward. It's an unlock. When you get the little purple thing, it's an unlock. Unlock is always important. Okay, let's grab this one real quick. I know you have scarce had a chance to rest, but I'm afraid there is still work to do. The ultimate weapon's destruction, 'twould seem, has served to embolden the beastmen, who now seek to call down their gods once more. Ever as we speak, the Amalja, the Yixshal, and the Kobolds are making preparations for their respective summoning rites, and that is but the half of it. Much to our dismay, all three tribes were somehow able to procure vast quantities of crystals. Of course they did! Oh! My turn to say something? Basically, this means the primals will be stronger than they were before. What they're saying is we're gonna unlock hard extreme mode. Far, far stronger. Their previous incarnations will seem as pale imitations. The beast tribes, we believe, began hoarding crystals with a vengeance in the wake of the Ultima weapon's maiden appearance. You will remember that as the time it devoured 3 primals in one sitting. Yeah. The Grand Companies are aware of the potential primal outbreak. Alas, due to the losses they incurred to ensure the success of Operation Archon, they are ill-equipped to take any meaningful measures. After deliberation, the leaders concluded that there must needs turn to us once more. To thee. The etheric waves that were observed in Mordona do not appear to bear a connection to any beast tribe. Yet much and more still remains beyond our knowing. We must be prepared for all possibilities. I am loath to send you into the midst of danger again so soon, but none have proven themselves more capable against the primals than you. Will you undertake this mission, Heisenthal? Well, you know, I kind of have to. You have my thanks. I truly do not know what we would do without you. Yeah, I don't either. Calling it as it is. That's okay. I mean, Philia, you're a sweetie, though. You mean well. Go ahead, Thancred. With circumstances as they were, I haven't had the chance to properly express my gratitude. Yeah, you better say thank you, but got yourself possessed by an Ascian. Psh. I owe you my life, Heisenthal. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. A string of failures have left me feeling powerless. I wanted to be stronger, that I might do right by my fellow scions. But instead I caused you all no end of grief and suffering. I swear to you it shan't happen again. Yeah, you better not pull this shit again. Don't go getting possessed by an Ascian again, Thancred. Owing to everyone's ministrations, I am quite recovered now. I hope to return to my duties again soon. Yay! Thancred's return marks the beginning of a new chapter for the Scions. Let us renew the fire of our hearts and continue to press ever forward. Now then, back to the matter of the primals. With no fewer than 3 of the beings threatening to appear, it is easy to feel overwhelmed. We must take it one sure step at a time. Oriange has the overview of the situation as it stands. Please speak with him to receive guidance on your mission. Quest accepted, of course. Okay, alright, now I'll grab this one. Come here. Alright, the price of principles, which we don't really need any of this stuff, but we'll take it for now. Heisenthal, it pleases me to see you well. Hello, Tataru. You're so adorable. Do excuse me for interrupting, Heisenthal. My lady, the gentleman from Ashgana Exports has just left. I understand now why you didn't want to receive him. You did well, Tataru. Please inform the guards that we will not be receiving any further guests this afternoon. Thank you, my lady. You're very helpful, you precious little potato. Ever since we defeated Gaius van Belsar and destroyed his ultimate weapon, the eyes of the world have followed our every move, scarce remembering to blink. Where once we worked in secret, with precious few friends and all too many enemies, we are now besieged by benefactors, each one more eager than the last to offer us his complete support. A true embarrassment of riches. Of course, every promise of patronage comes with a price. Some make their intentions known from the start, while others endeavor to engage us more subtly. Dress it how they will, the message is ever the same. We shall help you, but only if you help us. Yeah, that's how it works usually. The gentleman Totaro spoke of was more brazen than most. In exchange for certain supplies, he would have us resolve a business dispute. Naturally, I refused him, as I have every other merchant of his ilk. Alas, the syndicate's overtures are not so easily rejected. When we formed the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, it was with the goal of serving Eorzea, not the interest of individual Eorzeans. Our neutrality is fundamental to our cause. In my heart, I know this to be true, and yet, if accepting these offers of patronage could empower us to do greater good, might they not warrant greater consideration? Our Baldessian colleagues have been generous beyond measure, but we cannot expect them to... Forgive me, I did not mean to burden you so. Not at all, sweetie, you're peach. Yet, my urge to share this dilemma may not be wholly misguided. Might I impose upon you to consult the others? They are like to have their own opinions on this matter. Ever thinking of others as always. Okay. Alright, well first I'm going to go speak to Orianger for that unlock. What makes a man turn neutral? That is a good question. Alright, I will talk to you guys in a little bit. Alright. I really don't want to quite do the post Aroma Born quest just yet. I'm trying to hold off because I really want to see what they're going to do, like how many quests they're actually going to remove when the new patch drops. Granted, from what I understand, the new patch got delayed, so yeah, that's going to be fun. Such knowledge as I possess of the beast tribes and their primals is at thy disposal. Oh god, I'm sorry. I love you, Orianger, but I cannot listen to you. You talk funny! Alright, let's see here. Alright, I'll go ahead and talk to everybody here. Oh, dang it. I'm sorry, Orianger. I love you very much, but I can seriously not talk to you. Been receiving a lot of gifts lately. Papalimo! She said Papalimo's been making her give them back. Aww. It's hard to tell because, you know, the Lalafels don't look like they aged really at all, but Papalimo's actually quite a bit older than he looks. I think sometimes Yida or someone, I can't remember if it's Yida or somebody else calls him like a grandpa or something. It's hilarious. Alright, Thancred. I'll kick your chair. Alright. Oh, that's right. I have to talk to you. I remember now. Okay. Yeah, I have to talk to Thancred. What do you have there, bud? If Ifrit bleeds, we can kill it. There we go. That's the first one right there. Okay. I believe this is the first one we're supposed to grab. Skip all that jargon. That's the first one we're supposed to grab for essentially unlocking hard mode. Okay. Hello there, Alphanud. Let's see here. What you got there for us, bud? Well, he's a man turned into chocolate. This situation is not wholly unexpected. I too have given much thought to our organization's future, though it would seem I have reached a different conclusion. Mayhap it is time I made my feelings known to the descendant. Come along, Hyacinth. Alright, short stack. Alphanud, Hyacinth, is aught amiss? You desired counsel, and so you shall have it. Minfilia, the signs of the seventh god must leave Ul'dah. We must do what? So long as we remain within Ul'dah territory, we will never be free to act with impunity. Impunity, yeah, whatever. Moving our headquarters to Vesper Bay only delayed the inevitable. We have demonstrated our capabilities, and the Syndicate has taken note. They will not suffer our organization to remain independent now. We are far too dangerous for that. Surely you realize that they are the reason Vesper Bay still lacks an aetherite. They know full well how beneficial one would be to our cause. Which is why it and other favors would be denied us unless we cooperate. If Ul'dah is no longer suitable, where would you have us go? Experience has taught us that the appearance of neutrality is as important as the reality. Accordingly, we must keep each of the great nations at arm's length and plant our banner in a place which all agree to be beyond their borders. Mor Dona. Revenant's Toll, to be precise, it lies within neutral territory and offers all the essential facilities we require. By way of an additional benefit, it is also frequented by a veritable legion of adventurers who may serve to supplement our ranks. I am, of course, conscious of the fact that we have developed a certain bond with Ul'dah and her people over the years, but I truly believe this to be the best course of action. As you yourself observe, we have invaluable ties to the local community, forged through years of concerted effort. Ul'dah is our home, Alphanod. To cast aside everything we have built and start anew in that desolate wasteland would be beyond reckless. The decision is yours to make, Antecedent. I ask only that you recall the shared purpose which first moved us to found the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and which moved you to found the Path of the 12th ere that. We aspire to an ideal, you and I, just as my grandfather did. That makes us more than mere comrades in arms. We are as much your family as... Aw. That will be all, Alphanut. I am sure you have some familiar affairs of your own to attend to. Your concern is most generous, but no, I have left them in the hands of men better suited to the task than I. I cannot very well allow my personal affairs to come before the needs of the Order, after all. That's a jab. Go find your f***ing sister. You need to go find your damn sister. Quit being a little shit. Sorry. Let's see. I don't think I need any of these, do I? Nah. I'll just take the money. I'm way beyond level 50 anyway, so... Alright, so we've completed that one. Okay, moving on. Which one's this one? Okay, so we're going to decline that for right now. I'm going to go to the Hall of... Wait. Oh, I have to do that, do I? Hall of Flames is in Ul'dah, right? Yes, it's in Ul'dah. Okay, so we're just going to do that. We're just going to head right straight there and do that. I think I have to do this one, do the unlock, get that taken care of, and I think I actually have to run the dungeon first. Then after I run the dungeon, then I'll get the next unlock to unlock another Titan one for hard mode, and then I do that one, and then unlock the next one, yada yada yada. And if you're wondering why it would take so much time to unlock all these dungeons and stuff, well, it actually benefits in the long run for pretty much every time you play, you know, if you play the game or whatever. Because if you ever decide, let's say you ever want to level a different job. You want to try something different, you know. Having more dungeons in the pool when you get to that certain point, you know, when you do your roulettes and stuff, gives you more variety, gives you basically higher chances of getting into a dungeon in general. So if you have everything unlocked, you know, there's no guarantee you might ever get any of those, some of those dungeons you might unlock. But if you add to the pool, it adds variety. So you're not running the same, like, maybe 3 dungeons in a row. Instead, if you have, like, 20-something unlocked, then you might not have to worry about that as much. So, yeah. Alright, let's talk to the Flame Commander. Okay. So I have to go back to the Aetheryte, where I first attuned. So let's check the map here real quick. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, I thought so. So now that we're level 50 and we've done the ending main story quest for the A Realm Reborn content in general, we can pick up this job. This is a quest for the job, The Way of the Samurai, obviously to unlock Samurai. And let's see here. Oh, there's another one up there. Yep, that's for a dungeon. Gotta grab that one. What's this one? Ah! There's that one right there. The Rise and Fall of Gentlemen. That's a good one. Is that for a dungeon? No, it is not. Alright, let me go grab the other one. The Corpse Groom. Corpse Groom is really, really good. And no, I'm not picking up Samurai. Number 1, it's a DPS job. And number 2, I don't really have any interest in being a samurai. I have heard it is a very fun job. It's also a very selfish DPS job compared to other ones because, from what I understand, Samurai does not offer any support, buffs, or anything to the party. It is a pure melee. You are your own, Samurai. It fits the Samurai thing pretty well, where you just go up to the boss, smack it around, do your job positionals and make sure you don't die as much, obviously, but you're not really offering anything else to anybody else. It's just you and your DPS, so. I get sweet katana. Yes! That's usually how it works with Samurai. They're pretty much the only job that gets the sweet katana. Katanas. There's many sweet katanas, obviously. It's definitely a job for people who are very much into that fantasy. There have been many who've made the joke, and, there is a reason that the joke about, it's the weeaboo job. There's reasons that damn joke exists. I hate it, but unfortunately the stereotype is there, and it's partially true. Alright, that's, Corpse Groom. This is for a dungeon that we already have unlocked, but essentially this is hard mode. Wah! Huh? Why, you're Heisenthal Primrose, the famous adventurer. Thank the gods for bringing you here. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Payo Rayo, one of the many faceless adventurers struggling to make their way in Eorzea. Forgive me if I sound bitter. I don't begrudge you your renown. Your superiority as an adventurer was obvious to me long before you became a household name. Our paths crossed near Sastasha, you see. Hard to believe we moved in similar circles back then. Speaking of which, do you perchance remember having met a conjurer named Edda around that time? We used to adventure together, she and I, and 2 others. Ah, yes, I remember her. Our little group didn't last very long, though. Things fell to pieces when Avier, our leader and Ada's fiancé, met his end in the Tamtaro Deepcroft. Ah, yes, I remember that nasty business. And they all got mad at her and yelled at her like it was her fault. And she was just poor Edda was just a hot mess because, of course, she just lost her fiancé. He died. So, yeah, it was awful. Harsh words were exchanged and we all went our separate ways. Since then, I've been getting by on my own. Truth be told, I hadn't planned on seeing any of my former comrades again, but then this letter arrived from Edda containing an invitation to her wedding. What? Wedding? What do you mean, wedding? Now, I know what you're thinking. I should be happy for her. And I was, until I noticed the name of her groom-to-be. It was none other than Aver. What's more, the venue for the ceremony is to be the Tamtara Deepcroft, the very place the poor fellow died. Something isn't right, I tell you. Yeah, you think? Now, in the letter, Ada wrote that Leavine, that's the 4th member of our group, has already agreed to attend. They chanced to meet each other recently, from what I could gather. Not knowing what to make of it all, I thought it would wise to consult Leavine about the whole strange affair before replying. But last I heard, she joined the Scions of the 7th Dawn, and I didn't have the first idea how to go about tracking her down. Not until the greatest Scion of them all appeared, that is. Could you tell me where I might find her? Yeah, you don't want to know. Yeah, in the lich yard of the Church of Saint Adama Ladama. I'm sorry, I didn't... Slain in an Imperial raid, you say? By the 12. I had no idea. Yeah, she was the one that got off by the Imperial bastards. It was awful. When did this happen? While the Black Wolf still lived? Then how can it be that Leavine met Ada recently? Gods, I don't know what to believe. If it isn't too much to ask, I would be most grateful if you'd show me Leavine's grave. We didn't always see eye to eye, but she had a good heart, and if she's truly... Well, I need to pay my respects. Please, meet me at the lich yard. Request accepted. Ah, yes. So yeah, this is basically a continuation. A fun little twist. So in the early stages of us leveling, one of the early dungeons you unlock is the Tamtara Deepcroft. After you complete the dungeon, there is a little, when you go to turn it in, and I'll get all that stuff out of the way, there's a little side thing that happens where you witness a party of adventurers having a nasty conversation. And they're yelling at the conjurer being healer, that turns into a white mage, obviously. They're yelling at her and they're getting mad. They just lost their tank, I believe it was their tank, Aver. He died in the dungeon, and they were blaming her, saying it was her fault. She felt terrible. Ada is her name, obviously. Etta, I think it's Etta, technically. Etta. Obviously, she felt terrible, and she was trying to apologize, and they were saying awful things to her, and harsh words were a thing, and they were pulling the most toxic bullcrap, you'd probably hear in a group dungeon thing that went down terribly. Including Payo Rayo. He said some awful stuff too to her and everybody in the party, and they all went their separate ways. And poor Etta, she was just heartbroken because, she's lost her fiance right there. It's all she could think about. So, being beaten up mentally by your, comrades and losing your fiance, your love of your life and everything. Yeah, bad times. So now we have this lovely continuation where this fine little guy the fine little Lalafell in the group is basically saying, hey, something's odd. Etta just sent me an invitation to her wedding, which says she's getting married to Aver, which doesn't make any sense because he's dead. So yeah, this whole thing starts a lovely bit of fun here. And so now we need to go talk to another one of the party members that was there, who did join the Silence of the Seventh Dawn and of course died in the Imperial raid that happened during the MSQ. So we need to go figure out what the heck's going on because supposedly Etta said she talked to this Leavine just recently, obviously. Something wrong here, everyone? Yes. Yes, there is. Thank you, Eric. That's pretty good. Zombie wedding. Well. It's complicated. Alright, gotta go up here into the graveyard. Let's see, there it is. There's her grave. Uh-oh! That doesn't look right. That doesn't look right at all, does it? The tombstone has been knocked over, and the earth before it disturbed. Dun, dun, dun! So this is where poor Leavine now lies. Well, What's the meaning of this? Not only is her grave defiled, her body's gone! Who could have done this? Oh no. Could it have been Etta? The more I think about it, the more it makes, well, I was going to say sense, but gods, I will try to explain. To the rest of us, our little party of 4 was but a means to riches and glory. Such things as adventurers seek. But to Etta, it was her life. She blamed herself for Avir's death, and to our shame we agreed with her, though we knew full well we were all to blame. And then we left her where she stood with her fiancé's head for company. Ugh! How could we have been so heartless? Small wonder the poor girl has been driven from her wits. But what's done is done. All we can do is to admit to our mistakes and make amends as best we can. Avira is gone and so is Leavine, but Etta refuses to accept it. She won't let go of the past. I know not what she means to do in Tamtara, but it can lead to no good end. I will attend this wedding and try to restore her to her senses. I would be much reassured if you could accompany me, Hyzidle. As Avira once did, so too does Etta look up to you. She may not listen to me, but she may yet heed the words of someone she admires. And failing that... No, it doesn't bear thinking about. If we hurry, it need not come to that. Please meet me at the Tamtara Deepcroft. Together, we'll put an end to whatever madness Edda is planning. Corpse party. That's good. I like it. Well, you're not entirely wrong. Alright, Tamtara. Where was Tamtara again? Oh, that's right. Way over here. Okay, well, I definitely want to do that, but I think I don't want to go there yet because then it'll be I don't want to spend the gil that I don't have to. So let's see here. We need to go here first. So let's go to Little Almigo first. And let's unlock the... If Freak bleeds, we can kill it! All we have to do is attune ourselves to the Aetheryte again. And then we'll have that dungeon unlocked, and it'll be available to us. Now, granted, we'll still have to run the dungeon, I believe, to carry on from that point. But let's get it unlocked first. Anyways, sorry. Alright, let's go. Oh, can't jump down there. No, can't jump down there either. Okay, hang on. We're gonna have to take the long way. Well. Whatever. Can I jump? Can I jump? Okay, good. Well, sort of jump. There we go. Alright. There's another reason I'm also kind of holding off on more of the main story and everything, because now that we've completed the Ultimate Weapon quest, when they do the new patch, they're gonna allow flying in a Realm Reborn content. But you only get to, from what I understand how they're gonna make it, is that you only get to have flying unlocked once you have completed that quest. So yeah, you can't just be flying around, brand new low-level character. If you're a brand new character, you have to complete it on foot like normal, like way before. Then once that's all done, you get the Ultimate Weapon quest completely done, then you have flying unlocked. So, then of course later on, when you level new jobs, then you'll have flying for all your new jobs everywhere. Nope, go away. Nope, I don't want to talk to you. Nope, I don't want to talk to you either. Please go away. Please go away. No, I do not wish to run this fate. Please leave me alone. Hey, somebody with their lovely mount over there just hanging out. Wait, go this way. No, all of you go away. Leave me alone. Blah, blah, blah. Fire starter. I don't know what that's about. Excuse me. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see, are you guys gonna reset if I run all the way in this corner? Yep, they reset. I'm glad mobs don't follow you that long. Alright, here we go. Zaharak Aetheryte. And there we go, and we get some seals. Good stuff. Yay! Good stuff. There we go, the Battle of Embers hard mode now accessible. Sweet. There we go. Now that we got that done, we can actually teleport. So now we can go all the way down to here, and I don't mind spending the excess gil. Once we complete this quest, we'll get it back in. Yes, I'll take flying around brand new things. Ah, don't be so lazy. Okay, oh, what's this one? Oh, I forgot about that one. I'll have to do that one later, though. That bird in hand quest is for something else, I think. That's for training your chocobo at a stable. But you only get that quest unlocked if you join a free company, which I am. My character is in a free company, which I don't really do much with at the moment. All right. Okay, we got all the way down here. me, everybody. First off, let's repair everything, because I'm sure... Oh, wait, you don't repair. You're just the smith. Never mind. I thought you repaired. I could have sworn he did that, but that's okay. Oh, I forgot to read that part. That's alright. There we go. The Tamtar Deepcroft hard mode now accessible. Yay! Fun stuff. So I'm going to actually probably queue for that first, because I really want to wrap that up, because that little slice of story is, well, it's just another little slice of story that happens in this game. There's lots of fun little stories that always happen around this game. All kinds of good stuff. So I will do that when I get back, though, from my break, because I need to stretch my legs and whatnot. So I shall return very shortly.